we have here is a regular burnt out Ford Bronco. And anything, so the whole entire dash is gone. And right there would have been the heater core. And heater core is made of aluminum. It's not there. So the truck is made of plastic and aluminum, and the body's steel, of course, but that is missing. Right? Okay. Now, let's look at the engine. Right here is the hood, right? Tree growing through the hood there. I gotta get this hood up. On these Ford trucks, that looks like it might have had the 302, but they have aluminum intake manifolds melted. See that? Melted. The aluminum bracket that holds your power steering or your alternator, melted. Bracket that held power steering pump, melted. Right? Here's parts of that intake melted. See that? Right there? Melted. That is melted aluminum. Intake melted. Okay? Regular car fires will melt aluminum. It's right there. You can see it right there. Melted. That is melted. Right? Melted. Right? That's how it melted right onto that steel bolt holding the manifold or exhaust manifold on. Look at that. See? You see? Look at that. You see the threads there? Where it sat on there, melted on there? Yeah. Regular car fires will melt aluminum. It's right there. And this is one. And the whole body trucks, the aluminum body trucks, there was one, I don't know, probably 20 or 30 miles from this one. The whole entire body had vanished. It was gone. Right? All that was left was a frame, just like this truck, except for there was no body left on it. The seats were still in it, just like those seats there. The seats were there. All the exhaust pipes, the engine, everything was there. The body was completely gone. Right? So, this is one example of many thousands, millions of trucks that burn. And, right? They melt. The aluminum melts. And my dumb dog just went into that big mud puddle to make this video to get in my truck. Okay. There's another burnt vehicle. Let's go look at that one. What I have here is a Chrysler minivan. Burnt. Right? Now, you can see glass over there melted. Everything under the dash is gone, right? Here's some glass. See that? Melted. Whatever this was, aluminum, melted. Right there. Here's a copper wire. Aluminum, melted. To complete the heater core again, which are made of aluminum. Chrysler minivan heater cores are made of aluminum. It is completely missing. Melted. Right? Here's the glass. Melted. Now let's look at the engine. The engine didn't look like it got near as hot as the Ford one did. But that's your intake right there. This is aluminum here. That's all melted. Oh, that's the motor mount. Look at that. See that? See how hot that thing got? This here melted. Sort of bracket. Glass stuck to it. I don't know what that is. Melted. Everything behind the motor melted off. Sure, there's plastic, but this here, I don't know what that is. Part of the window mechanism, maybe? Melted. Melted. This is all melted aluminum. Oh, that's plastic. But you can see, like, the aluminum heads here got it. But yeah, this here, see that? That was starting to melt. Dripping down, running. See, it's pooling up right here. Look at, see that? Look at that's pooled up aluminum right there. So aluminum car fire, or cars that made it with aluminum engines, they get hot enough in a regular car fire will melt. Because this one certainly did. And it is burnt to a crisp. In the wilderness. Well, not in the wilderness, but it's near some guy's field. And there you go. Car fires will melt aluminum engine parts. Over and out. Look at my truck after making this dumb video. Now look at my dog. Look at my poor dog. Now she needs a bath. All over stupid aluminum melted engine parts. Hope you're happy.